So, um, it's kind of meta that I'm talking about this because, yeah, um, it's kind of funny because the previous video I just did today was a review on Archie versus Predator, and I kind of talked about, oh yeah, there's been some really oddball crossovers in the past, and it looks like, yeah, I'm right about that, because as you know, see from the title, that's right, DC Universe Looney Tune crossovers are coming. Wow. Now, let me state that, this isn't the first time the DC Universe and Looney Tunes have met. This is not the first time they've crossed over. I mean, we've had, there was the 2000s comic that featured Superman and Bugs Bunny and was actually a Justice League. It was actually more of a Justice League Looney Tunes crossover that involved, I've never read it, but I've heard it's like one big, really whacked out story, as you would expect. But the big thing also is that, we've had, the Green Lantern Duck Dodgers episode that had Kevin Smith as Hal Jordan and had John Delancey as Sinestro. That's an actual episode. I shit you not, of Duck Dodgers. There's also, of course, we've had multiple times where the DC superheroes have cameoed and, in the Looney Tunes comics and shows, and vice versa. So this isn't new. But the fact that the angle they're going with is a little interesting. Oh yeah, I also forgot about the Super Rabbit thing. Yeah, that happened too. Anyway, I digress. So, yeah, having the DC Universe and the Looney Tunes universe crossover is nothing new. What is new, however, is they're going with a different angle on it, like a more darker route. Kind of like what they're changing up the universes for Hanna-Barbera. And also, yeah, those are also going to be crossovers coming soon, involving the DC heroes like Green Lantern and Space Ghost crossing over, Johnny Quest and Adam Strange teaming up. You've also got Booster Gold and the Flintstones, as well as, what was that last one? I forgot it. But I digress. Yeah, so DC didn't put out much, at least from the article I read. All they did was announce, hey, we're doing this, and they showed all these images. One of them being, of course, the one you see here, with Batman looks like he's being hunted by, that's right, Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd and Batman. You also have there's also another picture of Marvin Martian confronting Martian Manhunter. You've also got another one of Wile E. Coyote teaming up with Lobo to hunt Roadrunner. And the last one is probably the most wow one, for me at least, is an image of Jonah Hex, and behind him are Foghorn Leghorn and Yosemite Sam dressed as outlaws, legit outlaws with guns and everything. I shit you not, that's a thing. So, now, we don't know as far as I know, there isn't a confirmation that this will be all big one connected story. What I think it is, because all the art styles are drastically different from one another, is that it's probably going to be a lot like the crossovers that are going to be happening soon between the DC Universe and Hanna-Barbera comics, in that these are going to be, one-and-done stories, and they're going to be, like, in their own separate, they're going to be their own styles of universes. So, yeah, I don't know who's going to be writing these again, I don't know for sure if that's the case, but that's what it sounds like to me, at least. That's what it kind of looks like to me, at least. I gotta say, it's interesting, especially, Marvin Martian and Martian Manhunter, fighting each other. The possibility of that actually happening, that sounds a lot of fun. Where's the kaboom? Oh, I can't do Marvin for shit. So I'm not gonna, not gonna do it. I'll say one thing, if they're gonna do, like, a dark and gritty story of Elmer Fudd going around being, like, going around killing people, in this crossover, it's going to be interesting. But then again, I just reviewed Archie vs. Predator, nothing shocks me at this point. So, yeah, be very quiet. I'm hunting Batman. There was a time where I could do Elmer Fudd a lot better, but I suck now. as obvious as it is. The Jonah Hex one, that'll be cool. Of course, Wile E. Coyote and Lobo teaming up to hunt down Roadrunner. Awesome. Again, I don't know if these are the only ones. Also, these were the only ones that were showcased, so I don't know if there's going to be more on the way, because we didn't see Bugs Bunny at all. And yeah, or Daffy, you know. It was just these characters, and not, like, of course, the big two, Bugs and Daffy. So, I don't know if there'll be more, or they're just going to be these 4 crossovers, and that's going to be it, or if they're going to be or if it's going to be just one-and-done stories, or they're going to be, like, non-linear, just one-and-dones. I have no idea either. So, but all in all, I am really excited, and again, it's so odd and so meta that these crossovers are happening right after I just finished reviewing one of the most oddball crossovers ever. But you guys tell me, what do you guys think of the Looney Tunes and DC Universe crossing over again, and probably more darker aspect? Do you think it's going to be a ongoing series or something else of that nature? I'm really curious to know. I don't think it's going to be a series where it's going to be like a story done with parts. It's probably going to be a bunch of one-and-dones, but again, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong on that aspect, but who knows? And yeah, what kind of stories do you want to see done with all these characters? And what are you kind of hoping? Maybe do you think we'll see other characters or something of that like? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.